Hi, my name is Shannon Blaney, and for my land lesson, I'll be talking about navigation. So for our objectives, we'll be talking about 4 different topics, which will be the lateral buoy system, local geographic and navigational hazards, as well as local weather hazards and information. We'll also be talking about docking and how to tie knots for that. Hi class, my name is Shannon, and we are going to learn about navigation today. So for our objectives, we're going to learn how to identify and explain the meaning of colors and shapes of the lateral buoy system. Then we're going to be able to list the local geographic and navigational hazards and describe the actions to avoid or minimize their effects. Then we're going to list 3 sources of local weather information and list local weather hazards, how they can be identified, the normal warning available, and describe their actions to be taken to avoid or reduce their effects. And then we're also, for our water lesson, we are going to learn to act as a crew while getting underway, from returning to dock, mooring, or beach, or using accepted responses to the helmsman's commands. So we're going to have an introductory for the land lesson, and we're going to learn about the knots to use for this, for docking. So this is the knot you're going to be using when you are tying your boat to the dock, and it's called a cleat hitch. And so if we're looking at this, this will be the boat, and this will be the end of your line. So we are going to play a little game where you're going to learn how to tie this, and I'll time you each and see who can do it the fastest. So in order to, can you all see this? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to teach you how to tie this knot. So you're going to bring your rope like this, and bring around here, and tuck it under, and pull it like that. Got that? Okay, so Jim, why don't you go first, and you're going to tie each knot, and we'll see how fast you can do it.
Okay.
So I'll tie it.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me when to go.
Ready? Go.
Pressure. What's wrong? Can I start over?
I'm liking our
There you go.
chances.
There. Okay. Got it now.
Good job. You had the fastest time at 18 seconds and 30 milliseconds.
All right.
Okay, so the next part of our lesson is navigation buoys. And so what I'm first going to talk about is the port hand buoy, which is the green buoy. And so we've got 3 different types. There's the square buoy, which is just square and it's green. And then you've got this buoy, which it flashes every 1 second or 4 seconds. And then you've got this long rectangular one over here. And starboard hand buoys are pretty much the same except they're red, and this one is a triangle. This one's pretty much the same thing except it's red, and this rectangular one has a point at the top. Okay, so to continue with the buoys, I have an example of a channel. And so you can see that the red is on the starboard side and the green is on the port side. And this is what we call a mid-channel buoy. And it shows which side is the preferred side. So in this case, since the red is on top, you want the red to be on the right side. So this would be the preferred direction. And this arrow is just indicating that this is going upstream. Okay, so more buoys. So this is our hazard buoy, and you can tell it because it's got 2 straight lines and a diamond in between. So they're just your normal buoys. And a hazard buoy marks rocks, shoals, or other underwater hazards. This is your keep out buoy. It's pretty much self-explanatory because don't go there. And this is pretty much the same as this buoy except it's got a cross in the middle. And then this is your cautionary buoy. It will be yellow and it marks off areas such as race courses, firing ranges, and areas where no through channel exists. And these will always flash at 4 seconds. So next part of our lesson is geographic and navigational hazards. So can any of you mention some for me?
How about rocks on the shore?
Yep, that's a good one. All right, anyone else?
Would currents be a hazard?
Yeah. Yep, Jim?
Narrow entrance to the harbor.
Yep.
No, a narrow channel at the entrance of the harbor.
Just kind of upset over losing the time.
All right, so can you tell me how to avoid these different hazards?
Well, if you're going to avoid the rocks, you're going to stay way out, like, I don't know, maybe 100 meters or so.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
On the currents, you might not be able to avoid them, but you know that they're there if you're trying to navigate through them.
Well, when you come in the channel, you got to make sure you stay in between the channel markers so that you don't get into trouble too close to shore.
Yeah, Jeff, those are all really good. Okay. So our next one is sources of local weather information. Can anyone give me an idea of that? Maybe start with you, Jim.
TV.
TV? Anyone else?
Internet or your iPhone or weather app?
Shelley, Jim?
On radio?
Radio? Yeah. Okay, so these are all really good. One of the most common ones is a VHF radio, which I can show you. This is a VHF radio, and this is more commonly used because you can take it with you. And I'll show you how it works. So,
light in the evening, low 4, weather conditions at 5
so it just tells you the weather conditions, and so you can tell if you want to go out during that time.
63%, wind southwest 40.
Can I just like buy one of those and start using it? Like,
You have to take a course to learn how to do this, and you need a license to be able to use this. So the next part we're going to do is local weather hazards, and so the first thing we're going to learn about is the barometer, which measures changes in air pressure. So here's a little diagram. So when the arrow is pointing towards fair, it means that there's high pressure, and when it's pointing towards storm, that means there's low pressure and there's a storm coming. So then we've got our towering dark thunderclouds, and these usually appear half an hour before strong winds, rain, and lightning appear. So when you see these, you want to head in straight away. Also, line squalls, and these are indicated by fast approaching line of dark water. And so when this happens, you want to take down your sails right away before it hits so that you don't capsize. And if you are capsized, you want to hold on to your boat and wait till it passes.
You know, I was in line squalls once. It was really scary.
Yeah, they are really scary. So what did you do?
Took down my sails.
Good choice. What? foggy cirrus clouds, and this means that there's good weather and it's the best time to sail. There's also foggy weather and poor visibility, which is dangerous because a sailor could get lost. And these are just representing the fog and your boat. There's also fish scale, which is cirrus clouds, and these can be seen a day or so before good weather deteriorates. So we're going to do a little bit of review. So today we learned about lateral buoy systems, local geographic and navigational hazards. We also learned about local weather information, local weather hazards, and how to tie a boat to a dock. Okay, thank you for coming to my class.